He has none of the things that you would say that make for success. It's 1896, and it's the day just after the appearance day of Krishna, who is lauded by the sages of the ancient world as the Lord of the creation, the eternal friend of everyone, the all-attractive one. On this special day, 1st September, this great leader is born to Gaura Mohan Day and his wife Rajani in Calcutta, India.
Congratulations, congratulations, you are blessed. What is the name of this child, Gaura Mohan Babu?
His name is Abhay Charan, one who is fearless, having taken shelter at Lord Krishna's feet.
Abhay Charan, one who is fearless. Allow me to read his astrological chart. This child, this prophecy, what to say? Even my forefathers who were astrologers did not see what I am seeing in his chart. Abhay Charan will cross the ocean when he is 70 years old and will become a great exponent of religion. He would open 108 temples throughout the world.
Oh, how wonderful! All of you, please, please bless my son to become a great devotee of Radharani, the divine counterpart of Krishna, the all-attractive one.
What was predicted by the charts did come to pass, but not without the great determination and endeavour by Abhay Charan. With situations against his mission most of the time, it would take a lifetime of preparation. Abhay's father, a deeply spiritual person, raises his son in a Vedic tradition whereby one always tries to please Krishna by accepting oneself as part and parcel of that supreme whole. When Abhay Charan hears of Rath Yatra, a traditional festival originating in the eastern state of Orissa, it further inspires his natural devotion. At the age of 5, with his father's help, he holds a festival of the chariots that goes on for 8 days. Abhay Charan attends Scottish Churches College, one of the most outstanding institutions in Calcutta. Being sensitive to British subjugation of India's culture and people, Abhay Charan becomes an early supporter of Gandhi's movement. But the year 1922 marks a turning point in Abhay Charan's life. He meets His Holiness Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, a devout preacher of the teachings of Krishna, a renowned scholar even in the Western countries. He is often called the Lion Guru, claiming the respect of even the British who ruled India at the time. He convinces Abhay Charan that spiritual message of the Supreme Lord transcends India's dependent position. Nothing is more important for humanity than a spiritual quest. He requests Abhay Charan to spread Krishna consciousness in the Western world. Abhay Charan hears attentively and is deeply impressed. After 11 years of the first meeting, Abhay becomes the disciple of His Divine Grace, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
I have observed him. He likes to hear about spiritual matters. I accept him as Abhay Charanaravinda Das.
Abhay takes a break from his daily pharmaceutical business routine to visit Vrindavan, a holy place of pilgrimage, to meet his teacher. At Radhakunda, the holiest of all places, Abhay Charanaravinda is bestowed with the most precious moments of his life, with his eternal spiritual master, his mentor and well-wisher.
A man must have life to preach. Dead man cannot preach.
My dear Master, I wanted to ask you, how can I please you the most? How can I serve you properly?
Amar ichha chila kichu bai karana. I had a desire to print books. If you ever get money, print books. I'm very confident you can become an English preacher and preach the message of love of God, the benefactor of all.
Yes, print books for the pleasure of my spiritual master.
Abhay Charanaravinda took this as a confirmation of the same instruction he received at their first meeting. Now there was no doubt as to the purpose of his life. In the years that followed, Abhay Charanaravinda would write prodigiously, often to the expense of forsaking eating to buy precious paper, which was restricted during World War II. He accepts the renounced order of life to devote his life to the instructions of his spiritual mentor, his guru. He is now Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami. His endeavours are endlessly riddled with obstacles. But he is determined to continue to follow the instructions of his teacher. A local Bengali newspaper reports,
Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami, a resident of Vrindavan, has translated the Srimad Bhagavatam into English with word-for-word meaning and purports. This great work will soon be appreciated by people from far-off America. Hence is departing from Calcutta for New York this Friday, the 13th day of August 1965. Did you hear? Our Bhaktivedanta Swami is going to America to spread the message of pure love.
for thousands of years, love of God, Krishna Bhakti, had been known only in India, not elsewhere, except in twisted, faithless reports by foreigners. And the only Swamis to have reached America had been from the impersonalist tradition. But now Lord Krishna was sending Bhaktivedanta Swami to spread the love of Godhead in its full glory. He was a lone fighter. When he left for this great mission, there was no one on the shore to bid him goodbye, except two people. After undergoing bouts of seasickness, he suffers 2 heart attacks in the wild sea on a cargo ship with no help for 2 successive days. Krishna, who never fails to protect, who is always with those who love him, takes care of the situation. Captain of Jaladuta admitted that he had never seen the Atlantic Ocean so calm in all the years of his sailing through her waters. With the hardships that he encountered being in a foreign land and the emergence of the popular hippie culture of the 1960s, Bhaktivedanta Swami somehow managed to inspire and cultivate a small group of sincere followers, all by chanting under a tree in Tompkins Square Park.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Jayananda Das, one of Bhaktivedanta Swami's disciples, takes the Festival of Chariots to his heart, and he sets about to build and organize the first Festival of Chariots. On July 9th, 1967, the first chariot rolled in the streets of San Francisco. It was the first Festival of Chariots outside of India. The Lord of the Universe went out to shower his blessings to everyone, regardless of colour or creed.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.